What's up, you guys? Welcome back to TILAGO'S Tidbits. I'm Tiffany, aka Tilago, and I'm the one helping you guys to gain that more positive and motivated mindset. So if you have been on this channel for any amount of time, or if you follow me on social media, or if you just know me in real life, then you know that I love to read. Like, one of my favorite hobbies is just reading, just diving into a book, just getting lost in a book, right? So, backstory, when I was younger, I used to love to read. My parents will tell you that I actually used to get mad because I couldn't, like, before I could actually read, I used to get mad because I couldn't read. And then once I started to be able to process and actually like learn how to sound words out and stuff like that, I just like could not stop reading until all my teachers in like middle school, high school wanted me to read certain books, and I'd be like, I don't care about this book. That's when I started to hate reading. But thank God, in the past few years, actually more than a few, but in the past years, I have finally found my love for reading again, and it has just really expanded my mind, expanded my world, expanded my dreams, my vision, everything. So in today's video, I want to help you guys by providing you with 4 books that I plan to read in 2019. And in terms of like helping you, I just want to like encourage you guys to read too, because there's so much you can get out of just taking the time to sit down and get lost in a book, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, biographies, autobiographies, whatever it is. If you can just sit down and spend some time in a book, there's so many things that you can start to learn. Your mind, like I said, mine has been expanded, so yours can also be expanded. So 4 books that I plan to read in 2019. Let's get into it. All right, so all of these books are pretty much going to be like self-help, self-development type of books, or just learning about somebody's life in order to help me to develop myself into the person that I want to be, okay? So the first book that I want to read in 2019 is right here beside me, and it is, of course, Michelle Obama's Becoming. I cannot wait to dive into this book, y'all. Like, cannot wait. First of all, my mom, or I had gone on Amazon because I was gonna buy this book. My mom and I were talking about it over Thanksgiving break, and then Shawty done popped up and surprised me with it. It was in my mailbox one day. She was asking me if I've gotten some mail, and she had bought me the book. So it is here. I have not started reading it yet. I said I was gonna start in 2019 because I'm still in the middle of something else. But I really just want to read this book because I'm so inspired by Michelle's life. I keep calling her Michelle like I know her. By Michelle Obama's life. Like, just like who she is, how she carried herself during the presidency as the wife or the first lady, and it was just like, she just seems amazing, right? And she has such a genuine heart. She sings too and everything. So I just really want to read this book and learn about her becoming, right? So this is the first book that I want to read in 2019. Okay, so don't kill me. I don't have physical copies of the other 3 books, but I'll make sure that I put pictures up here beside my face whenever I mention them. So the second book that I plan on reading in 2019 is called Girl, Wash Your Face, and it's by Rachel Hollis. Y'all, this is probably the book that I am the most excited to read, and I cannot believe that I have not already read it, because Rachel is literally one of my biggest inspirations, probably the biggest one right now in this moment, because I really feel like we are like kindred spirits. Like, she reminds me so much of the person that I want to become. And you know, I tell you guys all the time, in order to expand your vision and have a bigger vision for yourself, most of the time it means that you had to see something different, or you had to see something bigger than yourself that you want to become, right? Or that you want to have or see in your life. She is that for me. I saw her and I have never seen anything like her. Like, she's just amazing, and the way that she delivers and inspires, and she's just so powerful in the way that she encourages and empowers other people to live the life of their dreams. So basically, her book, from what I've read and from what I've heard from her interviews, which I watch all of them, from her podcast, from her website, from her Instagram, whatever, is basically telling women specifically to dust themselves off, pick themselves up, and go after the life of their dreams. Forget about fear, forget about what other people are going to say about you, forget about your past, forget about all those things that are holding you back, and just go for it. And y'all know that is the type of life that I want you to live also, and the type of life that I want to live. I want to just go for it. Whatever I have, you know, set in front of me, and whatever I say that I want to do, I just want to do it, right? So in this book, I believe that she is giving, first of all, her life story, and then just principles of why you should just go after that life, or like how to do that. So I am so ready to read that book, and I have to give a huge shout out to my dearest friend Jen for telling me about her, because actually she's the one who introduced me to who Rachel Hollis is, and I really am truly thankful, because she is the one who really ignites my fire to just keep going and to keep pursuing my purpose and my passion every single day. So Jen, thank you so much. But again, the second book that I want to read, and the one that I'm most excited to read in 2019, is called Girl, Wash Your Face, and it is by Rachel Hollis. Okay, the third book that I want to read is called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. And I think this one is actually like older, but I'm just now getting hip to it like within the past few years. Most of the people that I am inspired by, the women, the men who, you know, are telling people to live their life on purpose and stuff like that, always mention this book. And so I really just want to read it. Like, I want to get into what it is, because I do always tell you guys, and I do truly believe that whatever you do in your life, you have got to have a why, a reason for it. And so I really think that that's the gist of this book, is to start with why. Start with your why. Why do you want to do certain things in your life? And I think that that is what has helped a lot of people after they read it, and empowered them to go after their dreams and to live their life on purpose and do what they want to do in their life. So I just really want to read the book. So again, the third book that I want to read in 2019 is Start With Why by Simon Sinek. So the last book that I want to read in 2019 is called Living Over Existing, and it's by Alicia Nicole, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's right. But actually, I stumbled across this book. I think that I was on Twitter, and this was like way earlier this year, so I should have already gotten this book and read it. But somebody was talking about it, or I stumbled across her page or something. But basically, she is trying to tell you that you don't just want to exist on this earth, right? You don't just want to exist in your life. You want to actually be living and living out your dreams and living out your purpose and doing what you're supposed to be doing in your life and what you've been called to do. So her book, I think, is also another one of those, empowering us to just live our life on purpose and do what we are called to do. And y'all know that's what I'm all about. So I'm really excited to read this, and I'm pretty sure that she puts her own puts her own story into this book in order to inspire those who read it. So she also has a podcast, she also has a website, she also has a blog, all kinds of stuff that I've also been hip to, but I just haven't read the book. So I'm ready to read it. And also, if you are a North Carolinian, she is also living in Raleigh, North Carolina, I believe. The last time I checked, she lived in Raleigh. So I was like, of course I gotta support Raleigh, North Carolina. Turn up, like that's where I was born. And for those of you who didn't know, yes, I grew up in Charlotte, but I was born in Raleigh. So anyway, I just want to support her, and I also just really and truly believe in her vision and in what she talks about on her podcast and on her blog and every other place that she is. So I want to read her book. So again, her book is called Living Over Existing, and it's by Alicia Nicole. Okay guys, so that's it. Those are the 4 books that I want to at least start out reading in 2019. I'm really trying to read at least 2 books per month, so that would be like 2 weeks per book. I really want to start diving into more books. Like, I've been really good about it, but sometimes I kind of lag and, you know, act like I don't have time to read and stuff like that, but I do. I have a lot of time to read. So I encourage you guys to read in 2019. Read more, expand your mind more, expand your knowledge, expand your world, right? So if there are some books that you have on your list that you are thinking about reading in 2019, then why not comment down below, because I can always use some more. After I finish these 4 books, I gotta have something else to read, right? So let me know what you plan on reading in 2019, and let everyone else know, so that we can all kind of get some ideas of what we can start to read. It does not have to be self-development. It can be anything at all that you plan on reading. And if you like one of these 4 books, or you're thinking about one of these 4 books that I plan on reading, let me know, and we can actually read them together. I love to just chit chat about what I'm reading with someone, and it's just so powerful to get different perspectives. Like, we can both read the same thing but have different perspectives. Love it. Okay, so if you are planning on reading one of these 4 books, then definitely let me know, and we can start reading it at the same time. Why not? Other than that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and then keep on watching, because I'm gonna keep coming with the content. Okay, say that 5 times fast. Keep coming with the content, 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 keep coming with the content. Sorry. Anyway, Also, I want you to catch me in the next video where we will continue on this journey to a life with a more positive and motivated mindset. And until next time, always remember, above all else, spread love.